Hello everybody, we are back with another yoga shape. We're here with Alex. As you can see, she's in triangle, also known as Trikonasana. Trikonasana. I apologize, my Sanskrit is not the greatest.
She's working on it.
I am working on it actively. So, we're gonna talk about the feet position here first. You can see that Alex's back of the mat foot is parallel to the back of the mat. The toes are pointing towards the long edge of the mat. Her front foot, which is sneaking behind this block here, is pointing forward, toes pointing forward. We'll move up a little bit. Her knees have a very slight bend in them. I'm actually gonna ask her to straighten this one. Yep, so she's hyperextending through her left front knee right here. That also can happen in the back. So we want to have just the tiniest micro bend in our knees to keep that joint safe. Her right hip, her back hip is moving backwards. Her torso is lengthened, crown of her head moving forward. So we have these opposing directions to really lengthen out through the spine. Bottom hand on a block, amazing. Most people are going to benefit from the use of a block here. Her right hand, her top hand is reaching up. It's not coming back towards me. So she's not overextending it. So sorry. It is reaching directly up. So if she takes a look up, she can see her hand without straining her neck. All right, I'll give her a minute to come out of this because it can be quite a doozy to hold. So now we're gonna talk about different ways that you can take triangle. I almost said tree. Triangle. Tree's next. And so you are gonna wanna explore the stance, the width of your stance. Some people are gonna benefit from the feet being a little closer together. Some people are gonna benefit from them being a little further apart. There's no set marks on our mat that say my front foot has to be, 3 inches from the top, my back foot has to be 3 inches from the back. None of that. It's really where your body feels comfortable and whatever lets your knees be slightly bent and your right, in this case, right back hip pull back and open. So Alex had the stance that she wanted. So go ahead and come back into it, Alex. We already went over locking out of the knees. We're gonna go over different hand positions. And we're also, can you come into it with a not extended spine for me, please?
Yeah.
Rounded, crunched torso. Just fall into it. Can be difficult to come into it the incorrect way.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we can see Alex is really reaching for the ground because she thinks, I need to have that bottom hand on the ground. No, you don't need to have it on the ground. And then you can see that she's actually turned a little bit towards you guys, towards the camera. Her right hip is turning down and in, it's rotating inward. And she's crunching through her left side torso, her bottom part of her body here. So we're gonna have Alex bring her hand up to the block. We're going to have her reach the crown of her head forward, feeling length happen through the bottom of her torso. And then we're gonna ask her to point her ASIS, the bony part of your hip, towards the camera. Awesome. Good. So her hand can be on a block. Like I said, most people, that's gonna be where you're gonna wanna be, that's beneficial. If you're on your block for, let's say, the first time that we would take triangle in a class, and the next time you feel like maybe I can forego the block, or like she just did, put it on a lower height, that's great. Your hand can hover on the ground. It's not going to apply pressure to the ground, it's going to hover. Yes, so you can see her fingertips are not even touching the ground. Another option is to put your hand super light on your shin. Again, it's not bearing any weight, and that arm can go anywhere up on the leg. It's really light, so you're not applying pressure. All right, that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining to check out triangle. If there is a shape that you're really curious about, drop it in the comments, and we will make sure we get to it.